And welcome everybody to Wiregrass Haunts. This is Stan, your host. Dustin, where you at, buddy?
Right here, man.
Dustin is my host for tonight. We are on location at Harrison Cemetery in Kinston, Alabama. We have Web Paranormal Group here and also RIP, Researchers in the Paranormal. We are planning on doing an investigation of William Granser Harrison. A lot of history out here. He's one of Alabama's 13 ghosts. He's in the book, Alabama's 13 Ghosts and Jeffrey. If anybody wants to look it up. We've got a guy coming. He's actually en route from Wetumpka, Alabama right now. Blaine Rowan. He's kind of a special investigator with both of these groups tonight. So this show is going to be about 30 minutes. Here in a minute, I'm going to let some of the group introduce themselves. And later on tonight, somewhere around 9 o'clock, be 10 Eastern, we're going to have another 30-minute show where, sorry, that's my phone going off, y'all. I'm sorry. But at that time, we're going to have a part of the investigation on the radio itself. So we'll do spirit box and that type of thing, and you'll hear the investigators as they investigate. Here in just a few minutes, my gorgeous wife, Teresa Fight, she's going to give you a little rundown on Mr. Granser Harrison. And she just brought up the show. Sorry about that. But So here in just a few minutes, she's going to tell you about Mr. Harrison and what he went through and how everything's come about. Dustin, what you been up to?
Oh, not much, man. Just working and getting by,
Oh, that's cool. We're out here in the country. I'm surprised we actually have cell service. This is really the boondocks, y'all. If y'all could see, y'all would know. But we've got a lot of activity already. We were kind of testing some of the equipment and stuff earlier. And Teresa was playing the song you just heard, which is The Devil's Dream. That's William Granser's his favorite song. That was one of the songs that he called whenever they had his dance hall, which is close by. The ruins are gone, but the area is still there, where he had his dance hall, and he called all his dances and that type of thing. In the 90s, I believe it was, Mr. Harrison's grave, which, by the way, looks like a bed. He had his feather bed brought out. I'm sorry about that. I'm on my phone, so I got a phone call. But anyway, he has a feather bed encased in the tomb, and he was placed in his bed. And so somebody decided that there was gold in his grave. So somebody in the 90s, I think it was, decided to plant some dynamite and blow his grave up. So, unfortunately, some of his remains have been spread all about this cemetery that we're in. That's kind of freaky. But tonight we're going to be focusing on Mr. Harrison and maybe some family members that's around. We're gonna be here for a big part of the night. We're also going to do some Facebook stuff. So, Dustin, you got anything you want to say about this?
Oh, man, I'm itching to get started. We've already got K2 hits. We're playing the song, practicing the equipment and everything, and I'm just excited. Can't wait.
Yeah, me too, man. We actually came out here as guests of RIP. What was it, a year and a half ago? Something like that, year and a half, 2 years. And that whole night was so active. It was cold. Now, tonight it's not supposed to be that cold, but we had K2 hits. We had video anomalies. And that was our special investigator that just called. He's 8 minutes out. So, and y'all are really going to want to come back and listen to this guy. He is awesome. But tonight, when we set up this, they're going to do some Facebook Lives as we investigate. So y'all get to see the K2 hits live. We'll be doing EVPs. Maybe we can play some of those back and see if we have any. Jerry Timms from RIP, he's gonna lead us up and maybe in a spirit box session, and maybe y'all can hear some stuff. We're itching to do that because it's just fun. And so right now I'm gonna do a little bit of introduction on some of the group. Y'all have met Dustan. He's kind of our tech person and investigator. He's kind of he really helps the group in a lot of ways. He doesn't even realize sometimes how he helps. But so I'm gonna come over here and introduce you to Miss Shawana Coleman, one of our co-founders and one of our investigators. Shawana, you want to say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody. I want to give a shout out to my 2 grandsons. Hi, Lex and Jay.
Hi, Lex and Jay. Awesome. So, Shawana, this is the first time that you've been to Harrison Cemetery.
Yes.
So far, since you've been here, and you've been here, what, an hour?
About an hour, yes.
What do you think?
I'm ready to dance. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to dance.
Yeah, on the intro, Miss Shawana was over here clogging. I wish y'all could have seen that. She was actually doing a good job. That's right, Irish jig. But so do you really think that we're going to get some stuff tonight?
Oh, absolutely. I believe he's just waiting on us. I believe more than just him is waiting on us, but we're going to see.
Awesome. So, all right. Well, I'm going to move over here to one of RIP's, in fact, is his lead investigator, Mr. Jerry Timms.
What's going on, Stan?
Brother, I'm just stoked to be here.
Yeah, this is your second time?
Second time.
Yeah, we've been out here. Our group's been out here a couple times, and every time never disappoints. I know last time it was us and you, and we just got some unbelievable K2 hits.
Yeah, we stood for what, an hour just on the K2?
Yeah, and the legend says it. I know the legend says it's at midnight, and taking into daylight savings times, it started about 11 o'clock. I want to say. So
yeah, exactly.
It technically was midnight.
Sure, it was. Well, of course, back in those days, they didn't have daylight saving times.
Exactly.
So, you're right about that time.
Yeah.
And then tonight being the blue moon and the full moon and stuff,
yeah,
that's just going to energize everything and just bring everything out.
And most importantly, no Blackhawks.
No Blackhawks.
No
That's right.
Helicopters.
That's right.
That's very important.
We don't need any helicopters over here. That's a little too much security. Sorry.
Just in case you guys don't realize, this area is the home of Army Aviation. So we have all types of different helicopters. This is where the Army comes to get all their helicopter training. And so they're constantly flying helicopters. It looks, if you looked on a radar, it looked like probably Chicago or one of the major cities with all the helicopters flying around. But luckily, it's the weekend, a holiday weekend, and they're all off.
Yeah, maybe we can get some great EVPs,
Exactly.
It'd be kind of weird to be listening to your EVP and all of a sudden, here's a Black Hawk flying over.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of bug was that?
Yeah.
So,
and also, I'd like to also add is if we have any veterans that are listening, I want to thank you for your service as well.
Awesome. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Exactly right. And we're gonna be Mr. Harrison, and there's a whole bunch of veterans out here that that gave their life and their time and time away from their families and stuff. And we just want to give all the veterans a big shout out. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. And I have a veteran on my team. Come here, Matt. Oh, man. Come on, Matt. All right, introduce yourself, brother.
Hey, my name is Matthew King.
Okay, dude, a little bit farther. Come on. Ad
What
lib.
more you need?
Okay.
Like
Where are you from, man?
Geneva, Alabama.
Geneva, Alabama. That's a
I
great
grew
place.
up in Troy, though.
Oh, okay. So, and you were in the service, Marine Corps, right?
I was.
Awesome. So, how long are you in the Corps?
7 and some change, I think, something like that. Yeah.
Well, brother, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for enduring that for our country.
Thank you. I appreciate your presence.
Yeah, and I'm just so stoked to have you on my team, and you just
I'm
helped us
excited
out
to
so
be
much.
here, so thank you.
Yeah, man, it's an honor for me. So, what do you think about this cemetery thing?
I think it's going to be pretty productive. I think that there's an excitement about maybe.
Sorry, guys, that was a
Someone
text
that's
message.
about it right there. But no, there's I think it's palpable. I think that we can all feel something out here, and I think that as we get into our investigation and as the evening progresses, I think that we're going to see just how productive it can be.
Oh, absolutely, and I think it's going to go crazy, and especially with all the energy with the blue moon and the full moon.
I
and
agree.
every time I say that, I think Blue Moon of Kentucky. Why do I think about that song? But sorry, that was a moment. I was having a duh moment.
It's okay.
But
I have 100 a day,
well,
if not more.
I don't need help. I do that to myself. So, all right, cool. Well, that's awesome. Well, I'm gonna squeeze over here to our
All right.
Zach man.
Well, thank you for having me.
Zach, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on?
Man, I don't know. So, what do you think about this?
Like everyone else is saying, I'm stoked about this place. I'm excited. I believe, we're going to get a lot of stuff happening for us tonight. For it being full moon, blue moon,
I hope so. I hope so.
Here goes our guy. But I'm excited for it. Really excited.
All right. Well, Zach, where are you from?
I'm originally from Dothan, but I live in Midland City.
Awesome. So, have you always liked the paranormal?
I've always loved the paranormal. I've experienced it my whole life. When I was younger, it scared me a little bit. The older I got, the more mature I got about it, and it's always intrigued me. And
Cool.
being here in this group ever since I was given the opportunity to be in this group, it's always it's a passion, and it's starting to become fulfillment.
Well, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, Web Paranormal Group's coming along. We have a large group and a lot of great people that's dedicated to this, and I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate you coming in and helping us. We couldn't do this without you guys.
I appreciate y'all letting me come in.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
Blaine, brother, your voice matches your face.
Just as pretty as you thought, huh?
That's right,
How you
brother.
doing, brother?
All right. Well, we're live on the show.
Hey, guys.
Introduce yourself, brother.
Blaine Rohan. Let's see. I've been investigating since 1985. Been seeing ghosts and hearing ghosts since I can remember. They seem to migrate toward me for some reason. I don't know why. That's Jared. They always find me.
Oh, they do.
And don't be surprised tonight we're doing Ghost Box if you hear F-bombs dropped, because that happens a lot around me.
It's uncensored, so we're good.
Okay,
We're good.
just want to make sure, because
this-
some people get offended when you...
This is not a kid-friendly show, so
Hey.
I let everybody know that.
Okay,
But,
good, because, yeah.
Man, you got here quick.
Shoot, when you got country roads and nobody in front of you, you can haul ass.
I know that's right. That's awesome, and I let the guys know already know that we're gonna have another show, about another half hour show around 10 Eastern. And that way we can do some K2 stuff. We can do some Spirit Box and do some of your.
I want to see if we can get the Whisper Man to come through.
That'll be cool. Yeah, absolutely. And
He cracks me up.
So I mean, we're just really, and you see, this is out in the boondocks, brother.
Dude, this is so far ahead, they have to pipe sunshine out here. Jeez.
I know that's right. I know that is right.
But yeah, man, I'm glad to be down here and finally get to meet you guys.
Exactly, man. I'm so excited right now.
Oh, we're going to have fun, dude. I've
Oh, I
already
know.
been told we're going to have a lot of activity tonight. And don't be surprised if y'all get touched.
We've already had activity.
Yeah, we were kind of testing out some of the equipment and stuff, and I just turned on the K2. I was leaning up against the truck. Now you asked me earlier on the phone if there was any power lines.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
I know K2s are notorious about picking up power lines and anything in the house. They're great for out here in the middle of nowhere.
There's about power lines.
That's too far away.
Yeah, I know. That's
That's way too far.
I can barely see them, Jerry.
K2 would never pick that up, dude.
Wow.
I wouldn't have noticed if the sun wasn't going down.
Something I don't know, but that's way too far.
Yeah, that. But anyway, when she started playing Mr. Harrison's favorite song, we started getting K2 hits just over here.
Oh, yeah.
And his grave is over there. So that's awesome.
Just looking around, I can tell you there's probably about 50 to 60 Native Americans around us right now. They always show up.
What did I tell you?
Did you bring somebody with you, brother?
No, sir. They show up everywhere I go. What I'm actually doing is I lit this cigarette to share the tobacco and the smoke with my Native American brothers. Watch and protect over us tonight.
Awesome. Okay. Absolutely.
They always follow me. Ask Jerry.
Oh, they do?
Cool.
But these are new. I don't know these. I know them now, but
Well,
I didn't know them
is
before I
this
got here.
the Seminole? No, this is the Creek area?
Yeah.
Creek.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of mood are they in?
Okay. They're great. They're fine. As long as you don't piss them off, you don't piss off Native American spirits. We're
No,
spirits
you
you
don't.
can piss off. I'm
Exactly.
sorry. Them and pirate spirits for some reson. They get a little ill.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right. Well, I'm gonna mosey over here to one of our members, Miss Michael,
Paranormal accountant.
paranormal accountant. Actually, she's an investigator. She's newly in. I don't know what she done before she joined the group, but she's starting to do that here. So, accountant is just an extra thing.
Sorry, I call all new people bait. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, she actually went on an investigation in Mariana with us,
Until she's been on TV, she's still bait.
That place was just stupid active, and I think she experienced some things. So, but Michael, tell them who you are and what you do and how you do it.
I'm Michael. I'm a girl, in spite of my name. I feel like I need to get that out there straight away.
Absolutely.
I'm from South Mississippi. I moved over to Alabama in September, and we found y'all pretty quick after that and joined up. And I'm pretty fresh to all this stuff. This is my first experience really formally investigating.
So, how do you like it?
It's awesome. Love
Have
it.
fun so far?
Very fun.
Yeah, it's kind of addictive.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, learning
So-
a lot.
Since you've been out to Mr. Harrison's tomb out there, we'll call it bed tomb. What do you think? What did you feel anything?
Not yet. But I feel like we weren't out there very long because we had to come back to get started.
Yeah, I
but,
was rushing you back. What, 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it's definitely there's a lot of history out there, if nothing else.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel pretty confident that we're going to get some more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we're in for a big treat.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I'm excited. Looking forward to seeing what we see.
absolutely,
Hear.
And of course, I'm gonna say again, we're gonna be doing, or the ladies are gonna be doing a Facebook Live, and people can actually see where we're at then, and they'll see that we are out in the boonies. So
We are that.
yeah,
Us
exactly.
and the bugs.
Yeah, there's mosquitoes everywhere.
That's right. I saw some bats too, so we're good.
Okay, winter's gone.
Yep.
The mosquitoes and bats are out. Winter's gone. No
Fun
more.
bats are here.
That's right. So that'll be a good thing. And so tonight we're gonna talk it up and see what we get. It's gonna be awesome.
Sweet. I'm
All right.
excited. I'm pumped up.
Exactly. Miss Teresa.
Me?
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell everybody who you are?
Yeah, I'm the better part of Stan.
That's right. You got it right. She's right, y'all. If it wasn't for her, I couldn't do anything.
And what I do, I'm a co-founder, I'm a researcher, and I am over marketing as well as I investigate as well. And I make sure everybody is organized.
Yes, my word. If it wasn't for her, there would be no organization in this team whatsoever. So she keeps us all on track. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about Mr. Harrison and how he become to be this legend in Alabama?
Sure. I'll tell you a little bit right now, and then I'll tell you more on Facebook Live when we go in there.
Awesome.
Maybe on the next show on here. William Grantser Harrison is actually William Harrison Jr. Grantser is a nickname that was given to him by his children and grandchildren. It is the slang word for a grandfather that is usually a Scottish dialect, meaning grandsire. He was born in Edgeville, South Carolina, and shortly after some trouble with his grandfather, the whole family picked up and moved to Kinston, and he purchased 2,500 acres of land in the Cripple Creek Pea River area. He married a woman named Nancy, and they tell you that, married a woman named Nancy. He had a lot of children, and 5 of his sons died during the Civil War.
Well, why did they call him the Dancing Ghost?
Because he would have his slaves go out into the woods and get the biggest log they could find and drag it up here, and he said as long as the log burned, they could have a party. And he enjoyed the partying so much, the cooking out, and just being with all people. He was dancing. He was teaching them how to dance. He did a lot of clogging. He loved to play the fiddle. And so he decided to build a dance hall. He had polished floors and everything, and he actually taught lessons from the surrounding area residents.
Awesome. So he was pretty popular in this area.
Oh, yes. And you could hear him calling out over the crowd the dance moves, with the square dancing and stuff. He would call those dances out.
Maybe we need to have a square dance. Think he'd come in and call?
I don't know if I remember that far back. Learned how in school. But
well, we can at least play the music for that.
We can. We can.
But
and I can tell you one other thing that's kindly, really ghostly or eerie about him. He could be a very firm slave owner, if you know what I mean. But his slaves also admired him because he did let them have parties. He did provide them with the stuff that they needed. But they were very afraid of him, and they would not run from him. They would not run away as long as he lived. When he made the grave, the instructions it was to have glass panels on the side so he could set in judgment of the graves and in judgment of the slaves. And he thought he could peer through the windows from the grave to see the slaves he was going to judge, and he was going to exact punishment on those slaves from his own grave.
Wow. Talk about the veil. Really? So how do you think he was going to do that? I mean, come back as a spirit? And
I don't know. That was just weird that I read that. Now, his wife decided not to put the glass in there, and they just bricked up around it. So I don't know if that might have angered him, but he really believed that he was going to come back and judge these people.
Wow.
And he was going to teach them how they should act and what they should do, and just keep more control over them.
Huh. So he was just kind of a control freak?
I would say so.
Sorry. I used the word freak. That's not good. So how many slaves did he have?
I don't know, but he was supposed to be one of the biggest slave owners in this area.
Wow. And did he farm cotton or?
He was a cotton farmer.
Okay,
Yes.
I know a lot of people in this area, that's what they do for a living. Mm-hmm. So I was just kind of curious if it reached back to that. And of course, he was here along when stars fell on Alabama, right?
That's right. And he was here during the Indian Removal Act, otherwise known as the Trail of Tears.
Wow.
So
Wow, that's awesome. That absolutely is awesome. All right. Well, you said you're going to tell us more on the next episode.
yes,
The episode of Wiregrass Homes. All right. I've got one more person that we need to talk to. And, or have I gone over everybody? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had one more person, but we didn't. Okay, guys. Well, we are right at 27 minutes. We're just really, really glad to be able to be here. And I want to thank Voices Carry Radio Network for allowing us to come on and do this live broadcast. Mr. Terry Todd and Voices Carry, Miss Mary Curion, awesome people. And of course, everybody tune in to Mysteries Explained with Becky and Dave. That's on Thursday night. Terry and Mary is on Wednesday night. We, Wiregrass Haunts, will be on Tuesday night. And on Monday night, we have Sweet Freakins with Heather Marie. All of that is 8 Eastern. And so we just invite everybody to come back. And again, I wanted to thank Voices Carry Radio Network for allowing us to do this. And if you guys will stay tuned and please come back at, it'll be 10 o'clock Eastern. Please come back and experience some of this investigation that we're panning up for, and right now it's like dusk. The light is fading over the treetops, and we're kind of down in a hole looking up to the cemetery actually, and it has an eerie look. Don't you think so, Jerry?
Well, yeah. I mean, one thing I do love about Alabama, I've always noticed, is the sunset. Is you got the blue, the red, and then you got just the darkness, and it's just awesome.
It is. It's gorgeous, gorgeous.
I've never seen a bad sunset in Alabama.
Not at all.
I'm not just boasting because I live here. I've seen the sunset all over the world.
So would you say that's a Southern thing? Or would be bad to say, right?
Oh no, I think it's a kind of a Southern thing. You know, I've lived a lot up north. You know, I went to college in Chicago.
Right.
You know, I lived up there for a while. Best thing about down here, no snow.
No snow. Maybe a little ice every now and then. Yeah. Except where Blaine lives, I imagine they got snow. Did you get snow this past year?
About a half an inch.
Half of an inch. Well, you didn't really get any snow, did you? Just got ice.
Well, according to Alabama, we got a blizzard.
I know, that's right.
They closed down schools. All the bread, toilet paper was gone. I still don't understand why they take bread and toilet paper.
Right.
Me, I'm getting liquor and some steaks. If I'm stuck, I'm gonna enjoy life. Golly.
That's me. I'm a meat cutter.
Yeah.
So we had steaks set to the side. Exactly. That's crazy.
I don't understand that. What are they gonna do? Wipe the milk up with the toilet paper? I have no earthly idea.
Well, here, if they talk about heavy rain, they want to close the school.
Yeah.
And, 2 snowflakes and everybody goes nuts.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember back in 2007, March 1st, 2007, that tornado hit Enterprise, killed 7 high school kids.
Yeah, I remember that.
So Enterprise, I know the Enterprise school system, they're completely nervous about that anytime it's severe weather. And honestly, when I start getting bad feelings from it now, just because, at the time I was delivering janitorial supplies up at Troy when the tornado hit.
Oh,
but
wow.
when I came back down, it just looked like I was looking at my TV watching a movie. I couldn't believe it. My eyes saw it, but that's just a TV show.
Then there was the Dixie Alley in 2011. Tore up Tuscaloosa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and some of those folks, they just went through so much devastation there that... and
my girlfriend's school, U of A, is still recovering of that storm.
Oh, they
still
are
rebuilding.
Yeah.
You can see the path to it too. It missed Bryant Denny by about 300 feet. It still took a little damage, but it didn't get a direct hit. If it had hit direct, no telling.
Exactly.
We've been watching games in Legion Field again. Oh my God.
No. Roll Tide.
Go
no.
Bama.
So, I think everybody. Are you a Alabama fan, Zach?
I don't really watch football.
He's a no fan.
He's not from Alabama.
Well, I'm from Alabama, trust me.
I don't know about that now.
All right. Well, most of the investigative stuff that's here, most are Alabama fans. So, you know.
Alabama grad.
Well, some.
Next month.
But
I missed it up there.
It doesn't matter if you come down to visit Alabama or what. It doesn't matter. You cross that state line, you got to choose.
Exactly.
We
Alabama
make you
or
choose.
Auburn.
Right.
We make you choose.
It doesn't matter if you're a Notre Dame fan, Illinois fan, UCLA fan. You got to choose Alabama or Auburn.
Right.
It doesn't
Root
matter.
for your team all you want, but you got to choose one of those.
Exactly.
Yeah, you there is no in between.
And
you know.
championships.
Well, actually, there is an in between. Troy.
Yeah, Troy's gotten coming.
Yeah, Troy did good last year. I was proud of them.
You got to admit to that.
Awesome. I was proud of them.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, guys, we're at 31 minutes. I said about 30. So, Dustin, you got any last words? Or no, I'm sorry. Do you got any words to say? We're on an investigation. I don't want to say last words.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Bigfoot coming.
No, just hopefully we get everything that we want, you know, because everybody's here and we're excited. I can't wait to go right now. If you ready?
Well, we're getting ready to do a Facebook Live. The lady's going to do a Facebook Live.
Make sure you join us on that, please.
Yes, please. Y'all come and join in and kind of get a look at what we're doing and all our goofy faces. And you notice I looked at you, Blaine, when I said that. I'm sorry.
Don't care.
No, I'm joking. But anyway, I want to thank Voices Carry Radio Network for having us on. So everybody be blessed, and y'all please come back. It'll be 10 o'clock Eastern. 10 o'clock Eastern. Well, this is Stan and Dustin signing out. See y'all later.
Deuces.